My mic stand is still broken, so I hope you can hear me. Welcome back. If you're new, my name is Kristen, and you've reached my little corner of the internet. We are in a different location today. Look at me. Hello, not contained to my bedroom. Thank you so much. I'm in my living room. You can see kind of the corner of the ambient video that I put on in the background. I thought you would be able to see the whole thing from this camera angle, but I'm too lazy to change everything. I've been setting up this camera angle for the last 45 minutes, and I just want to sit down and start talking about books. So here we are. We're going to talk about my summer TBR. I feel like I just uploaded my spring TBR. Did I get through that? No. Did some books that were on my spring TBR transfer over onto my summer TBR? Yes. And you know what? That's okay. We're just here for the good vibes and to talk about some books that I will most likely not read throughout the summer. No, but these are just books that I picked out that give me summer vibes and that I wouldn't be mad if I picked them up this summer season. And summer officially starts on June 21st. It is June 9th right now. So got a few more days until summer officially starts, but for me, June 1st hits and it's summer basically. So we're just going to talk about the books I want to read this summer. And if you have any books that you want to read this summer, leave them down in the comments below. I would love to know what you plan on reading this summer, whether it's fantasy, romance, fiction, literary fiction, women's fiction, thriller, mystery, what have you, whatever. Let me know. And I would love to know. Just spoiling right now, most of these books, actually all of these books are all romance. Don't hate me, I know. Trust me, don't mind reading a fantasy in the summer. I just don't gravitate towards them as hard as I do in the winter, like fall and winter time. Right now, I am my butt's on a beach and I'm probably reading a romance. Yeah. It's it's just everyone's guilty pleasure, and it's like reality TV. Like Love Island, hello, can we talk about Love Island for a sec? Just kidding, we can't because one, I haven't started watching and I'm a week behind. So anyways, let's just get into it and talk about these books. So as you can see, I have a small little stack here. These are all the books that I physically own that I would want to read this summer. And then I have a small little additional list of books that I don't have in my hands, but that are on my radar for the summertime. So let's start with those books that I don't have right now so we can quickly rapid fire through those. So the first book that is on my radar is Ashley Poston's new book, Sounds Like Love, which will be released June 17th, according to Amazon. So this is on my radar. It looks musical-esque from the cover. There are music notes on it. I don't know much about it, but I love the 7-Year Slip, and I loved The Dead Romantics. I didn't love A Novel Love Story as much as the other two. So hopefully this one hits just as hard as A 7-Year Slip. She loves integrating those magical realism elements into her books. So I'm very excited about this one. Again, don't know a lot about it, just know that there's music involved, and apparently it's named a most anticipated it's named a most anticipated book of summer 2025 by the New York Times, People, USA Today. Yeah, I'll take it. Sure. Yeah, for sure. I love Ashley Poston. I love her writing. And I love music. So very excited about this upcoming book of hers. A recent release, this one's already out, is It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. It's her new book. I read Summer Romance last month, in May. Yep. My sense of time, not there. So I read Summer Romance in May. That was the first book I read by Annabelle, and I loved it. I still think about those characters. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely loved her storytelling. I have Nora Goes Off's script on my physical TBR. I did not include it in this stack, just prefacing on that right now. But I do want to get to that book eventually. But also, her new release is on my radar as well. The cover, they are on a lake, beach, in a bathing suit. It's giving summer. I don't know what it's about. The first line of the summary is, "Love is a lie, laughter is the only truth." I don't know what to make of that. So Jane Jackson is trying to be taken seriously as a Hollywood studio executive by embracing a new mantra, fake it till you make it. Except she might have faked it too far Desperate to get her first project greenlit and riled up by pompous cinematographer and one-time crush Dan, she claimed that she could get mega pop star Jack to write a song for the movie. Jack may have been her first kiss and greatest source of shame, but she hasn't spoken to him in 20 years. Now Jane must turn to the last man she'd ever want to owe, Dan, because Jack is playing a festival in Dan's hometown and Dan has an inn. A week in close quarters with Dan as she faces down her past is Jane's idea of hell, but he just might surprise her while covering up her lie. Can they find something true? I mean, it's on my radar for a reason. So, all right, enough time spent on that one. It's Annabelle. It's probably going to be good. Next book, 32 Days in May, which I also believe is a new release. Okay, yeah, it was released in May 2025 this year, duh. Written by Betty Corello. I hope I'm saying that right. I've never read anything by Miss Betty. Hey, girl. But 32 Days in May, a whirlwind destination rom-com from the Jersey Shore to Rome, a journey of vulnerability, intimacy, and love. Perfect for summer reading. Done. Sign me up. Love it. I don't even want to read the freaking summary. I am so in. I'm actually going to add it to my cart right now. Okay, the next book I have on my radar, it's a popular one, and I still haven't read it. It's 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Everybody I know who's read this, I don't know a lot of people, but everyone who's talked about it really, really likes this book, and I am so excited to read it. I did not know it was on Kindle Unlimited, so that's giving me more an incentive to actually pick this book up and read it. And I actually I didn't know what it was about. I just know that everybody loves it, but I just read the summary. The first line is, 2 writers get a second chance at love in this romantic, sexy as hell New York Times bestselling novel. Hello. Yes, there we go. I mean, second chance romance. So apparently they were madly in love for 1 week as teenagers, and now they meet again. Second chance romance. That's really all you need to tell me, really. I'm a sucker for second chance romance. That might be one of my favorite tropes. So 7 Days in June, I feel like it might be a hard hitter, and I'm so excited for it. And I should read it in June while I still have the chance, right? Yeah, I should do that. That would be a smart thing to do, yeah. We have a new Ali Hazelwood book on our hands. Miss Thing is just pumping out the works like nobody's business. She released a summer romance novel called Problematic Summer Romance. It released May 27th, so it's officially out. I don't know what it's about. I really go into most of her books pretty blindly. I kind of get the gist of what's happening in the books before diving into them, but I mostly don't really know the in-depths from the summary. This one, the first line says, what is wrong meets what feels right in this romance set in Italy by the New York Times bestselling author of Deep End, Miss Ali Hazelwood. I guess we can quickly read the summary together. Maya Kilgore is 23 and still in the process of figuring out her life. I'm 24. I feel the same. Connor Harkness, oh, that's a name. Yep, that's a name. Is 38. Oh, and Maya can't stop thinking about him. Okay, age gap. Love to see it. It's such a cliche. It almost makes her heart implode. Older man and younger woman, successful biotech guy and struggling grad student. Brother's best friend. Oh, man. And the girl he never knew existed. As Connor loves to remind her, the power dynamic is too imbalanced. Any relationship between them would be problematic in too many ways to count, and Maya should just get over him. After all, he has made it clear that he wants her gone from his life. But not everything is as it seems, and cliches sometimes become plot twists. When Maya's brother decides to get married in Taormina, it's probably a little town in Italy, she and Connor end up stuck together in a romantic Sicilian villa for over a week. Hey. There on the beautiful Ionian coast, between ancient ruins, delicious foods, and natural caves, Maya realizes that Connor might be hiding something from her. And as the destination wedding begins to erupt out of control, she decides that a summer fling might be just what she wants, even if it's a problematic one. Add to cart. Am I the problem? Is it me? Yeah. And you know who also loves just pumping out books like nobody's business is Miss Megan Quinn. She released a summer romance as well called Till Summer Do Us Part. Sorry. Brand new, just released literally less than a week ago. And it's on KU. Like, I think her entire backlist is on Kindle Unlimited, which we stan. From New York Times and USA Today bestselling author comes a brand new sizzling summer read that will have you laughing, swooning, and sweating. Hey. Scotty Price just started a new job and it's a real sausage fest. She's the only woman on a team filled with Brads and Chads. Oh. Expecting a bachelor pad atmosphere, she is quickly corrected when she finds out everyone is happily married. In an effort to impress her boss, Scotty mentions her non-existent husband in a company meeting, but eagle-eyed Chad, we had to name him Chad, really, points out her lack of a wedding ring. Panicked, Scotty creates a story about her unhappy marriage. Unfortunately for Scotty, her boss has a solution. A one-on-one session with the best marriage counselor in the Northeast, who happens to be her boss's husband. With no way out of her lie, Scotty agrees to see him. Frantic, she calls in help from her best friend, who sets her up with his brother, an improv-obsessed millionaire. What? Enter Wilder Wells. What kind of a name? Wilder Wells? Okay. More than happy to take on the job, he teaches Scotty the main rule of improv. Always say yes. But the rule backfires during the session when Wilder signs them up for an 8-day summer marriage camp with all of Scotty's coworkers, while she'll have to share a cabin with her way too handsome fake husband. It has a 4.4 on Goodreads, so there's hope. Does anyone else do this on Amazon when you're like looking at books and stuff, and then all these other books come down and you just start going down this major rabbit hole of like, wow, this book looks so interesting. Add to cart. Not that I'm doing that. Okay, maybe I am. Hey, just wrapped up my, I keep doing these like clips popping in here like this, but whatever. Just wrapped up my filming the summer TBR video, and I opened my computer because I needed to purchase some items on Amazon, and I left it open on this tab right here. Let me turn the camera around. I was browsing while I was filming the video. I mentioned it while I was filming the video that I was just getting like sidetracked. And this is what I found open on my computer. The Summer We Fell is the summer book series. I have never heard of it. It's by Elizabeth O'Rourke. Oh God. O'Rourke. Yeah, her. Okay. And I've never heard of it. And there's 5 books in this series. They're all on Kindle Unlimited, which is wonderful. And it has a 4.0 on Goodreads, which is insane, but there are 5 books in here, and I guess it's kind of like an interconnected standalone type thing, or you don't have to read them in order. I don't really know, but I guess each book in the series is like kind of like a different trope. So this one's an angsty second chance forbidden romance because it's a boyfriend. He was my boyfriend's best friend, which is absolutely a diabolical thing, but I'm here for it. So I'm definitely gonna add this one on my radar as well, and it'll be nice just to download onto my Kindle and read it like whenever. So yeah, just thought I would throw that one into the mix because it's summer and it's cute and they're easily accessible because they're on KU. So I love that. So just wanted to throw that in here really quick, but we can get to the books now that I physically own, which is this is where I'm gonna put the clip in between the books that I don't have versus the one that I do physically own on my TBR. So we can jump into that now. Okay. Okay, those are all the books that I do not physically own, and we're gonna get into these books right here. You can already probably see them all, and you're like, okay, these are nothing revolutionary, Kristen. Like, why? But you know what? I want to talk about them because, you know, every book is important to talk about. Okay, so this one I picked up at the last second when I was putting these books together because there's no summary on here. This is the probably smut edition of In Good Company by Kat Singleton, and I had no idea what this book was about, and then I looked at the summary and it takes place during the summer in the Hamptons, and I was like, yeah, that'll do it. That billionaire romance takes place in the Hamptons during the summer. Our main girl is a chef that is hired by the male main character. And that's all I remember from reading the summary, and that's really all I need. So yeah, I quickly added this one to the list as well, and I've never read anything by Kat Singleton. I was looking at her backlist to see what else she's written because her name sounded familiar, and it looks like she does a lot of like dark, spicy romance from what the covers look like. So I'm excited about this one, and the vibe just sounds really good, and it sounds like an easy, fast, cute little read, and it's dual POV, so I will take that. Thank you so much. I mean, like, yeah, of course I had to talk about this. I put Wild Side on here. I read Wild Eyes last month and I enjoyed it, and I am excited to continue this series. I mean, I don't really know if they're like specific seasons, but like I could read an Elsie Silver book any time of the year, really. But you know what? They just fit especially well throughout the summertime, I feel like, you know, like small town country romance, like, and I think this one is like marriage or like the marriage of convenience or something. I don't know too much about it. This one, for some, it was either a hit or a miss for some people. So I'm very curious to see what I think of it. Automatically, I already know I'm not going to give it less than 4 stars because I physically can't do that to Elsie Silver. So excited to read this. Also on KU, which we love. So yeah, of course I had to add Wild Side to this list. My first Jessica Joyce book is on this list. This is You with a View. I know technically you're supposed to read You with a View and then the X-Files. I really, really want to read the X-Files. Some people don't care and just jump to the X-Files and before reading You with a, or like, yeah, before reading You with a View. So I physically can't do that because it feels wrong. So I added You with a View. I mean, like, it just looks like summer on the cover. Like, yeah. The little blurb on top: 2 former high school enemies must reunite for a road trip inspired by their grandparents' broken engagement in this electric debut romance. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And if I could get to the X-Files this summer, definitely that is on also the like mental radar as well. But this first, just for me and my personal sanity. Hey! I added The Paradise Problem. Obviously, I had to. I have no idea what it's about, but I've only read Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, and I've been meaning to get into more of their books. I can't believe I've only read that one book by them, which, I mean, of course, I feel like everyone has read that book, and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Duh. But I'm super excited to get into this one. And it just, I mean, like the cover, like, yeah, it looks really, really good. I know a lot of people actually really enjoyed this book. It came out a minute ago. Yep, that's the phrase. Oh, it came out in 2024. Why did I feel like it came out in 2023? Man, I feel like this came out like a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, excited to read this. Had to put this one on the TBR, and that's all I really have to say about it. Okay, these last 3 books I actually just got in the mail this morning. So to start, we have Carly Fortune's new book, One Golden Summer, and I think people are eating this book up. I have read her 3 other books that she has come out with, and they all kind of follow this like same cover, like watercolor thing she has going on, and I think all she's written are summer books. At least like the ones she's been coming out with all take place like during the summer, and I live for it. I love it. Every Summer After I really loved. The other 2, what was it? Meet Me at the Lake, the pink cover one, didn't hit as hard. And then was it This Summer Will Be Different? The one with the yellow cover. I think that came out last year. That one was better than Meet Me at the Lake. But I'm excited for this one. I don't know anything about it. I literally just picked it up this morning, but it takes place at a lake. And the main girl's name is Alice, and she is a photographer from what I am seeing here. But yeah, she just writes cute summer romances, and I've enjoyed them in the past, so I'm excited to dive into this one. Yup. I had to add people we meet. I had to add people we meet on vacation. It's summertime. Vacation? Yes. 2 best friends, 10 summer trips, one last chance to fall in love. Sign me up. I mean, okay. I feel like this Emily Henry book either people have it at the top of their list or at the bottom of their list. And I'm very curious to see where it lands on my Emily Henry list. Right now, Beach Read is my number one, and I think Book Lovers is at the bottom for me. So I'm very curious to see where this will stand, but I'm excited to read it. It's been on my radar, I think, since 2022. So, yeah, I've been eyeing this book for 3 years and I haven't gotten to it, mostly because I was scarred by reading Emily Henry books for the last 2.5 years, so I didn't really pick it up. But now that I enjoy them, I'm very curious to see my thoughts on this, and they have been making appearances in other books. So, I'm excited to get to Poppy and Alex's book and just read about their love story. I know you guys see this one over here, okay? You've probably been eyeing it the whole video, and you're like, obviously, like, yes, this is on my summer TBR list. Great Big Beautiful Life. I finally got my hands on just the regular hardcover copy, and again, I think people have been enjoying this so far. It's been out for almost two-ish months now. And I still haven't read it, which is crazy. I do have the Afterlight exclusive edition linked in my Pango and Mercari down below. I'm selling it at the moment. It is digitally signed by Emily Henry, so if you want your copy of it, you can go check it out down below. Sorry, there's only one copy. I'm selling the one that I had, but I got my hands on just the original copy, and I'm very excited to read it. I heard it's like kind of expired. Nope. I heard it's kind of inspired, that's the word, by the last great American, no, yeah. This is the last book, Kristen. You just need to get the words out. It's inspired by The Last Great American Dynasty by Taylor Swift. Yes, that's the one. Which, I mean, that's really all you need to tell me if you want me to read your book. Like, if it's inspired by a Taylor Swift song, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and read it. So I had to add this to the list, and I know some people have been saying it reads a little bit more literary fiction. There is romance, it's just not as forefronted as some of her other books, but that doesn't bother me. I'll be fine reading it. So I'm very curious to see my thoughts on this one as well. I haven't picked up a brand new Emily Henry release since Happy Place. Well, funny story, I read it a year after it came out. Happy Place I read like right when it came out. Funny story, I waited a while. So this one is still kind of fresh hot off the press. Yep, that's the way to say it. This one's still kind of hot off the press, so excited, interested, curious, anticipated. Here we are, and that's the last book I'm talking about because I'm done talking. And those are all the books that I have on my radar for the summer of 2025. I can't believe we are pretty much halfway through the year. That is terrifying. I will be doing a mid-year book tag. I can't wait to film that. I'm so excited to see what kind of questions there will be and what my answers are going to be. I read a lot of good books this year. I've also read some misses. That's okay. But I've been on some bangers, and this past week has been a pretty good reading week. So I'm excited for the rest of June and going into July. There's some new releases also coming out throughout the summer that I'm very excited about as well. But that's all I have for you for this video today. So make sure to give this video a like if you did. Comment down below again books you're looking forward to reading this summer. I would love to know, especially if they are not in the romance genre, because all of these were romance, and I'm sorry, that's just gonna be my priority, all right? The links to my Goodreads and Fable are down below, so if you want to friend me on Goodreads and follow me on Fable, I will follow you back on Fable and accept your friend requests on Goodreads. I would love to see what you're reading in real time. If you want to see what I'm reading actively in real time, it's a good way to do it. We can friend each other, have our little community, and see what we're reading and see what we're liking or maybe not liking so much. The links to my other social media are down below as well, my Instagram and TikTok. TikTok for more beauty stuff, Instagram for more posting about matcha and coffee and what I'm eating and what I'm reading type stuff. So if you like seeing that, you can follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok if you want. Subscribe. Yep, you should do that. That would be very nice of you, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe so you can come back to more videos in my little corner of the internet. Hey, Kristen's Corner, that's me. Subscribe if you want to see more. And that's all for me. I hope to see you in my next video. All right, bye!